What's the word, everyone? It's George from For the Youth, and today I'm here with
JB.
Rafa Beto.
Living product.
Living Product in the flesh. So I know we ran this interview last time in a warehouse, and now we don't have access to that warehouse anymore. So we're doing it again in the Botanic Gardens.
We also tried to do it at Six Flags earlier, which is probably the most opposite vibe of where we're at now.
Yep.
But it's like, it's hard.
We made it.
We made it. So right off the bat, what does living product mean to you guys?
Damn, this is gonna be weird with the exact same question. All right. Should I go?
Yeah.
It's like living and breathing. Like, you can find something you resonate with in any of our products, and the product can give you life through that, or you could give life to the product by the way you put it on or the way you use it. So it's like a identity thing, but like joking, but also not, you know?
Yeah, got it.
Yeah. I would say JB was kind of talking about it earlier. Like, I feel like a lot of like our generation and kids kind of like grew up resonating with just like pop culture, consumerism, products. And you can kind of like define eras of your life through like the little toys and music and like kind of products that you got into through those times. And I feel like that brand, or our brand, Living Product, kind of like embodies that and giving that feeling back to people, kind of like in this new age of just like mass consumerism and just everything being like recycled and fashion and music and all that. So yeah.
Actually, that's a better answer, because like when I thought of the name, it was like, everybody says like your brand, you have to have like a story. And I was like, damn, what's my story? And it was just like product was the story. Like, I just always have loved like product, no matter what type of product it is. So like, and that's just what I resonate with, like, for better or for worse. Like, maybe not the most like cultural person or whatever, or like, you know, but products always been there for me.
Yeah. So talk to me about like the color scheme you guys went with for, you know, that green. What does that mean to the brand?
For me, it's just like disruptive. And then like we started doing this shit with the morph suits, and they're green, you know, for like a green screen. And I thought it was a cool tie-in, because when we were using them, I think we did this first commercial, and it was called like Living Products Right Around the Corner, and it was for our first drop. And so we like, now everybody's done it, but I like to think back then it was like kind of a newer thing, at least like in our space. And we would basically just make it look like there was like a t-shirt that was alive, like coming around the corner and like peeking at you type shit. And then I was like, oh, well, it's sick because it's green, represents like the morph suit, but it kind of represents like, I guess, like the process of making that t-shirt coming alive in that commercial, if that makes sense. So then it was like, all right, green. And plus it's like this super neon green, like disruptive color. So yeah, that was
He chose the green, so I'll go with his answer.
Yeah.
Green's my favorite color, so it coincided pretty nicely for sure.
Yeah. And real quick, you can kind of like sum it up. I love the story of how you guys met. If you want to say.
Yeah. So I basically was just like in college, had been illustrating and like doing a little design, but mainly just like drawing on my iPad and kind of doing some cover arts for people, but just like having no real clear direction for like how I would actually like make a living off of it, or if it was even like possible to make a living. And so JB was like, I think I found him like when I was in high school from the Lil Tecca cover he did. And he was just like the first and like only Asian dude who was like somewhat in my generation who I saw like was doing something that I would want to do. And so when I was like in college and kind of just like trying to figure out where I was going when I was hitting like 20, 21. I kind of realized like the one thing everyone tells you to do to make it in a sense is like find a mentor. And so I basically just DM'd JB, sent him like a super passionate DM, and had known about Living Product a little bit, and was just like, hey, like whatever y'all need, like I'm willing to work for free. I'm willing to do the dirty work. I'm just trying to learn and grow and get better with y'all. And I trust the vision, blah, blah, blah. And I ended up basically just like linking up with them. Actually, like in between that was that one thing I was telling you where I was like at my job and at DMJB had never really like, I was like, all right, there's like a 5% chance that he sees this. And so I DM'd him and I'm like at my job, my current job or my previous job at school, like doing training, and he like DMs me. He's like, all right, I need like 10 logos for 4 Lifers, which was like Drewski's new brand at the time. And so I was just like talking to my supervisor and I'm like, damn, I gotta get the fuck out of here. And so I just like talked to them and was like, please, whatever I can do, let me, like I got this crazy opportunity, just let me leave and I'll be forever grateful. This is like my real life dream. And so they let me leave and I ended up just like grinding for 10 hours straight, just churning out logos and then sending it to him. And then we pretty much just like linked up like 2 weeks later, I think. And I remember he like, it was a good intro to JB. He sent me the wrong address. And I pulled up to his crib. I'm like, I'm here. He's like, shit, we're actually at the office. And so then I hit another Uber to the office and like walked in and I met them, and the first thing I saw was like the Demon Slayer Crocs. It was like this agency project, and so I was like, I'm super big anime kid, and so I was like geeked on that, and we kind of just like clicked from there, and then just worked for free for like 4 or 5 or 6 months or so, and then just started full time like a little over a year ago, right out of college, pretty much. Yeah.
It's amazing, man. That's like that's a great story. And before we get into it, you guys want squares?
No,
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Can we smoke here?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Here you go.
That might be a little disrespectful.
You think
Is
so?
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a Japanese garden, bro.
Don't do it. Yeah, we're
Don't do
save
it.
it. Save it. So, you mentioned you grew up on anime.
Yeah.
You guys say your favorite anime is?
I have to say Naruto because like I got like my first tattoo was like a Naruto tattoo. It was the dumbest thing ever, and I was like, that was the show that really got me into it. Aside from that, I would say Neon Genesis Evangelion, and it's like that's a hard list for me. And then I'd say Mob Psycho 100 is my third favorite. So those are my top 3 for now. I don't think he's into anime like that though.
Well, I fuck with DBZ though.
Yeah, DBZ.
Like obviously that's like the cliche answer, but I fuck with DBZ hard because that's when I was coming up. That was like the only anime that was on. And like there used to be this shit called Toonami. There would be like Gundam Wing and shit like that. And like I don't remember what the other ones were. But then there was this other anime that I recently got into like for a second. I can't tell you what it's called, but they were like gambling in it.
Oh shit!
That was crazy. They were like gambling in it. It's like based on like.
But it's like the internal dialogue of them like
it's like the
gambling.
internal dialogue of them gambling, but then like be on like some gambit shit. Like all of a sudden they start fighting.
Oh
Like,
shit.
and shit.
I think I've seen a little bit of that.
That shit was hard. But yeah, I don't really watch it.
Well, I was gonna say like, this is like kind of switching gears. Why do you think so many people, we have so many like fast fashion type of brands and this and that? I feel like we're in an era where everyone wants to start a brand.
Start a brand.
Yeah. So why do you think that is? And like, just thought of that.
I feel like a big thing is just the fact that like also a huge part of brand marketing in general now is just like covering the behind the scenes and like almost like idolizing the owner, and he's like the real front facing part of the brand. And so I feel like the fact that so many people now have kind of seen that process and been able to realize like, oh, this is just a thing that people do. It's not like this impossible task. And obviously it's like, who wouldn't want to like have like creative expression be their job and whatnot. So I feel like it's like those two things are a big part of it.
Yeah, I feel like kids.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry.
Oh, we knew it was gonna be.
We like it when people are in and out. You guys look great.
Paul, your guys making it great.
Oh yeah, no, that's good. It looks natural. What was the question?
Oh yeah, it's like, why do you think people can make a Instagram page and think that they have a brand?
Oh,
Or that wasn't even the question.
Why do you think so many people are starting
Yeah, why do you
brands?
think so many
Yeah.
people are starting
I think people like kids now, they look at starting a brand as the equivalent to like being a content creator or like a something that you could do and work for yourself and like take. I don't want to say they look at it as like it's an easy way to like get a bag, but I think they do kind of look at it like that. And then also like Rafa said, like the barrier to entry is so low now. There's so many resources, YouTube University, Alibaba, all this, and then you're seeing so many other people have successful brands. But to me, like those type of brands aren't really like aren't brands.
It's merch.
It's not. It's like they're making clothes, but it's a commerce thing. I feel like a brand is like you're messaging something through your product, you know. And I think these days people just don't care as much about that distinction, and that's cool because it like a lot of people are like making whole livings off of that shit, and like I don't hate on it, but it's just not. I don't want to speak for Rafa, but it's not what we want to do. It's I'm a little older, so I like just came up like this shit. Like, I live and believe this shit. You know what I mean? And like looked up to all these brands that like really had all this like rich history and like stories to tell and did really cool things through product to add to like the lore of some shit. And so I just am not wired to even run a brand that way. But so yeah, I think it's just easy to do it, and people are just looking at it in a different way.
Yeah. I agree. Like, I think you guys, I mean, there's a clear distinction, like, with what you guys are doing. Like, you guys are doing it, like, for longevity because, you're passionate about it. And I don't know, I feel like, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, but there's a lot of people that just do it for the money. Like, I can come up off of this, just get a Shopify. I guess the next question would be, how do you think, it's like crazy, how do you think in like 10 years, what is it going to look like in 10 years with like the whole landscape? You think everyone's going to be an entrepreneur? Or?
I think everything's cyclical because the thing is people start by thinking it's easy, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? So like, I think like there are some people who will go into it with the intentions of it's just like a bag or like just to look cool or whatever, and they'll make it, but a lot of people won't. And then, well, let me backtrack because like the world is just fucked right now, so it's like ain't no telling what's gonna happen, honestly. But if I had to bet on it, I'd say it's gonna cycle back to like you'll see who like makes it through this time, you know, type shit. And that's not even on like being like aggro about it. It's just like that's how it goes, you know. And like the 2010s and shit, there was the same brands that like had moments but they didn't have any story or whatever, so like they didn't make it. And look at like I don't want to like talk about any other brands, but like you look at there's certain brands that you know are just gonna be like staples in this shit forever, and like and when you go back and study how they did it and the attention to detail they had to the story, you see why. like even like fucking, like one brand that's interesting to me is like Denim Tears, because I feel like there's such a rich story, and that's why the brand started. And but then like I feel like Denim Tears got lost in like today's climate of brand, where it's like, okay, like we're making a bag on this like cotton reed, and like it's not my place to speak on this brand because I didn't participate in the history that it's covering, but like that can happen too. Like brands can start for the right way and then go in a different direction because of money or because of trend and end up in a different place. And I think this wasn't your question, but it just made me think of like, damn, that's something that like we got to be conscious of too, because like when everything's on you, it's so easy to make a decision just about money because you got to pay for shit the next day. So it's gonna be some brands that go through that. You know, it's gonna be interesting though. We were talking about it in the car how like maybe this is a hot take, but the world misses Ye, bro. Like,
Yeah.
because he was the guiding light for like fashion and culture, right? It's like when Yeezy dropped some shit, now everybody else is dropping shit in
Right.
in that aesthetic, and now it's like sorry,
No,
it's
it's a
a
world
$1 million quote right here. And now it's like the combination of how everything's so integrated on social media, and there's no like regional style, or there's no like Metro Boomin was talking about that shit with the album he put out. Like that's why he put it out, because there's no like sonically, there's no like regional style anymore. He wanted to kind of like get back to that. And I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, we got to go back to this, but I do think that there's like a huge gap, and maybe that's good. Like maybe we all shouldn't be brainwashed into thinking like the Yeezy aesthetic is what should be hot or whatever. But I think people are navigating that right now. It feels like music in like, I don't know, 2015 or some shit. Like fashion right now feels like that double XL cover that had like MGK and Future on it and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
That's what like fashion feels like right now. Just nobody fucking knows.
Yeah.
And MGK is on the cover.
MGK, man. I heard he got his whole body tattooed, right?
He got his, I know he got his arm like blacked out.
Yeah.
And his body fucking blacked out.
Yeah, but shit. He turned out alright, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he's not the worst.
I don't have any feeling about MGK.
Other than like the Lil Peep thing, but yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah, no, actually he did some.
Damn, I don't even know about that.
He had beef with Lil Peep.
Something like that, I don't know.
No.
Anyways,
Yeah.
do you think the internet kills creativity?
For me, no. Like, I feel like I get that, like, in a sense, because, like, I think the algorithm and having to, like, adhere to serving the algorithm, like, for sure kills creativity, and you can't even, like, express your, like, full authentic message because there's just that frame that you have to fit your work into. But for me, like, growing up on the internet, like, boosted my creativity because I was able to see things I was not seeing in real life, and like meeting people really just, I guess, yeah, meeting people and also like seeing people who weren't around me. But yeah, I feel like the internet does not kill creativity for me. Instagram and TikTok probably do though.
Yeah, I don't think it's just how it's utilized, because I think what happens now is everything becomes like super incestual, and like, so I think it limits creativity, like the way people are using the internet now. But like even 5 years ago, bro, like people were using the internet in a totally different way, and it was super beneficial, unlimited resource. But now it's just like you get on like Arena or like Instagram or TikTok, and like you're just seeing the same shit, and now people are like, you can't have that be the only source. I think is the distinction.
For sure.
I think kids now, it's like that's their only source material is the internet. And that's where shit can go wrong, because then now, yeah, you are limiting yourself to that box of just like what you see. Gotta be outside, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. Touch some grass here and there.
Here we are.
Yeah, the famous pose, man.
It's the thumbnail right now.
This is the thumbnail. Be like- Put a big red arrow. Botanic Gardens gone wrong.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that.
Clown prank.
But no, for real though, like it's just ironic because we're here, but like that's the answer.
Yeah.
Is like not even outside, but like just having experiences.
Yeah.
Like kids don't be having experiences.
They're just stuck to their phone.
Stuck.
Glued to
Yeah.
their phone.
Yeah.
100% agree with that.
No, I feel like we kind of like grew up in the perfect, maybe not the perfect, but we were like damn near the last generation to not be on our iPads until we're like 12 to 14. So like our whole real upbringing is just like outside, and I feel like now most kids now are growing up on video games and genuinely like associating like their dopamine with that, and like they can't even like go enjoy being outside and doing stuff. Obviously like there's an exception, but I feel like our generation kind of lucked out in terms of like getting the best of both worlds of like media and the internet, and also like enjoying real life, you know.
Yeah, like being outside doesn't even hit for them anymore.
No.
Like I think it's dope that y'all wanted to come here, and
course.
then we came here and we were like, oh, like this is beautiful, you know. Like I feel like kids don't even be doing shit like that, you know. It's
Yeah.
But we love the kids.
like,
Not, yeah.
love-
Yeah, well, not like that, but yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on a whole generation too, you know.
Fuck them kids.
Yeah.
No, we
Fuck
love-
them kids, bro.
yeah. We love the kids.
For the youth.
Kids are always like no matter how fucked up they got it, they're always the future, like whether
Yeah.
you like it or not. So it's
Oh, dude, kids are hilarious, bro. They'll just tell you how stupid you look, like
Oh,
right
like
to your
kids.
yeah, just like kids in general, yeah.
shout out, yeah,
Gen Alpha.
Yeah, Gen Alpha,
yeah. That's my daughter, bro. She's Gen Alpha.
Gen A. You want to switch locations or keep going here? What do you think? It's probably been like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's run it.
You're good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, what have you guys been listening to lately? Speaking on inspiration, you guys
Oh,
say like
dude,
anyone
the new
inspired you to
Derby
do
album.
anything?
I forget what it's called. The whole album I've been listening to like daily. He's on Blush, Kevin Abstracts.
Inspiration.
I forget what the album's
Inspired by a lot
called.
of
But that
random
whole
things.
I'm like that
I feel
whole
like growing
album's
up with,
amazing,
like,
and I'm
skate
surprised like
culture
he hasn't
and
even
skate
blown up that
videos
much
and,
off of it.
Video games.
So
is,
that's
like, the
been
most
one of my
inspiring
main
thing for me.
things.
Yeah.
As well as like graffiti, I was like a little deep into.
I low key been listening to hella 2021 SoundCloud,
I don't know.
or like low key like 2018.
Well, three
Cash and
people
Kwong.
for sure.
Okay. It's pretty
Basquiat,
niche. So that means like
Steve Jobs,
TJX62.
It's like
Nah.
super cliche.
No, this is Cash
But-
Quan,
How could
bro.
you
I
not?
found my
Okay.
like a
And
SoundCloud
then-
I got locked out
Probably
of.
the most inspiring thing for the brand
like
is this skate
2021,
video called Girl Yeah,
found it.
right?
So I just
And
been
it's
like
by
listening to
girl
all that
skateboarders.
shit.
It's like old as fuck.
And there's like
And it's directed by Spike Jones.
there's like hella Cardi
and
leaks on it. It's like
It's just like the
2021
best fucking
SoundCloud.
thing ever made.
Literally
It's like
been on that. And
it's like super like play
Like old Gucci.
like exactly like what the ethos of our brand is now. Is what that video is. If you go back and watch
what's
it, like
your,
they were doing
drink of
stuff for like
choice right
invisible
now? I mean, I guess we got
skateboards and
the-
like
I don't know
they were
what
do-
making
what do you
videos
even have?
It's a
singing around,
froze.
so it
I
looked
can't
they
like
were,
I got like
jumping over,
stomach
like,
issues. I
buildings
can't
and
drink
shit.
like straight
Like,
vodka. So I be getting like super
Oh,
fruity.
you don't like
That-
sweet
that-
shit either.
No,
That's
yeah,
like
but like
pop
I can do
that's
it in
like
a
a
drink.
reference from
So I like
and then the whole
Palomas
like the
You got
color,
Ralph-
tequila
the
lime,
color is
Worst
lime green.
combination.
or tequila soda,
So
and I
that
can't
for
do
sure.
beer either, bro. My stomach gets like way too messed up for it.
Yeah.
I like yerba mates too.
Yeah, no,
My
we're
drinking
in the
choice is
perfect,
a
I
lime.
feel like we're in the perfect location
Yeah,
for
a
this
lime.
interview, like kind of going
Nah,
back to that, like,
nah.
just nature.
I'll fuck with the
That's
Paloma.
like-
Anything
okay.
tequila.
Yeah, exactly.
margarita.
That pose.
I just like any other.
so when
unless
it's all
like
said
Asian
and
liquor,
done,
like any other liquor, like makes my face hella red.
what do you want?
So,
That's the answer. What do you,
Yeah.
What's like the legacy?
yeah.
You speak on living product. You can
So-
speak on anything. Cut water. You want like
Cutwater,
remember.
dude. Cutwater has some
Product
crazy, like,
We're gonna be
I've
the
been hearing
idea of
nothing but
fashion.
bad things about
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like
Actually.
dude, you drink 2 of
I
those
see, like,
and you're
living
done.
product
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
You fuck with Cutwater?
Kind of.
Not just like fashion.
That's
the
I would,
pregame
like,
for you?
consider it like a fashion brand almost.
That's like the whole game. For
Oh,
me.
yeah.
That's the whole
Dude.
game, bro.
started
It just
off
takes
with,
one or will?
like,
Pretty
these
much,
niche
I think,
markets,
yeah.
kind of like
Damn.
toys,
A little bit of a
and, like living
lightweight.
products that I was
but,
talking about
Nah,
earlier.
but I've heard it's like
So
that.
I hope like I see like living product really
But,
just,
It's
like
like the new
redefining
beatbox.
kind of like pop culture consumer
Literally.
space and like how to build.
do you guys have any favorite, now that
and
we're
what-
like
what building a
eating,
brand looks
drinking,
like,
I guess
and
just
then
drinking.
2025,
Have any favorite food
2030
spots
really
in
is.
Chicago?
That's my main.
Yeah. I like,
One thing about that,
dude, there's
like,
this one place
a lot of
called,
people just follow like the
called Taste of Heaven.
traditional.
And it's in Andersonville, and it's
conventional
like,
way to do that.
you can tell it's been there for like 60 years, and they have like a super dedicated customer base.
Which is like,
It's incredible, like American diner food, like super good cakes and stuff, and they probably like barely skate by every month. But
what would you say
it's like super homey, kind of got like a diners,
your-
drive-ins, and dives.
I asked you this
type of
before,
vibe, but I like that spot,
your
and I like
favorite
Lawrence's catfish and shrimp too.
Lawrence's, yeah.
anything that stood out.
It's my
But,
to
Dude,
Chicago.
I don't know. I fuck with
I mean, the
Panda Express,
first.
bro.
This is not even.
Yeah.
Me too.
The first
Yeah, we live in
product
Chinatown, or he lives in Chinatown. We work in Chinatown. We go to
that
Panda
was
Express like
this Naruto
every other
Crocs.
day. I told my mom that. and
The
she was-
Naruto
she
Crocs,
was
Like,
so
I'm not even
good.
trying to be
They don't even
funny
know
or
about
like
the
farming or
agency,
none of
though.
that.
Yeah,
but
we do.
yeah,
We do like
that's-
a lot of
I don't
agency
like-
work, kind of.
I don't
or
It's
like-
we
Laura
used
right
to.
here.
Actually,
We did used
There's
to do
this,
a lot of agency work to like fund the brand, obviously.
there's this like Indian spot in
Kinda
Fulton
it's work
Market. It's
that we're both
called
pretty good at, and that comes pretty
like,
easy. So like
Rouge
the
or something
Naruto,
like
one
that. It's
Naruto
like
was
an
like
Indian place.
my
I went
shit when
there.
I was younger. So to even
That
like
was fire.
fathom being able to design anything for them was like crazy.
Yeah, literally Panda
So
Express
I'd
or
say yeah, that
Chipotle.
project was huge. We basically just designed.
It's a good combo.
Probably 4
kit
times
that
a
would
week.
do,
It's a good combo, bro.
all the creators that they were feeding. at
What's
the
the
time
go-to
was
order?
raw, and it was like
Panda Express, a
huge
plate.
Walk me through.
shoebox
A plate,
and
you do
Yeah.
two
shoebox that
two-third,
looked and, like, almost had, like, the
either
texture of
2/3 rice
huge,
or
like,
2/3
ramen block,
chow
and then
mein,
you would do
and then you gotta have 1/3
pepper,
greens because
that
you know
was,
we're on our
like,
healthy shit.
inspired by, like,
And
each
then
block. We were, like, what's
sweet
the
fire
ramen
chicken.
brand?
Maruchan.
Yeah,
And-
Maruchan ramen, and just like with all the characters on it.
Either Beijing beef or
Like,
black
massive
pepper
ramen
steak.
bag.
Yeah, that shit was hard.
Mm.
No sides, no drink.
Cool.
Just straight raw.
I learned the
that
two-thirds
one was
method,
really
method
good.
from him. I thought it was like disrespectful at
Dude,
first,
you've
but
done
then I
some
was like,
crazy
I
shit,
don't
bro.
care. But
Yeah.
I
Is
get
this just
yeah,
within
2/3
LP?
chow
Or-
You
mein,
could talk on anything.
1/3
Well-
1/3 super greens,
Actually, I'll say
I go-
one thing that was sick.
the
And
black
like all of our
pepper,
activations, we
fire,
look at as products
steak and
too,
shrimp,
right? It's like
and then I go the
It's a product of
teriyaki
our-
chicken, because that's like the
our-
only thing that's not
our
deep fried to
think tank,
oblivion.
you know. So
Yeah, that's my order actually.
like
That's the whole thing.
we did the summer
Chipotle
smash
is like
when
a
yeah,
burrito bowl.
you saw that. Yeah,
white
it was like
rice,
when we first started the
half and
brand,
half
and we
beans,
had like 50 kids in the
shaken.
green suit. That's kind of like our mascot.
And they had the
type
hot
shit.
honey chicken. It was hot honey
And
chicken.
We like
They don't
just
got that anymore.
made it seem like we like invaded Summer
Short-lived.
Smash, and they were like on
Dude,
stage, and
I
it
don't
was
know.
like a
No,
crazy
they're
thing to
tripping.
even coordinate.
They brought
like,
back the carne asada. for
even
that
talk
shit.
50 kids
Y'all
into
can keep
putting
that.
that suit on all
Keep
day.
that. Boys,
Uh,
slow down,
95
dropping all the
degrees
new flavors.
Yeah, slow
But,
down.
like,
man. We need this. And then
That
it's like a little
and
tiny bit of
then
pico, and then
The,
medium salsa, and then
the
sour
ice
cream
spice
and cheese.
chia pet
Got
was
a bag of
crazy
chips
just
later.
because
Mm.
Get a bag of
I was
chips
actually talking.
You
Shout
know
out to
Chipotle
Daniel.
method?
You know Daniel?
Daniel.
Well, like the
oh,
like.
whatever.
Let me get
he's like
chicken,
an
and
artist
you're
named
like-
Daniel.
Oh, actually, let me get double
D-A-N-I-Y-E-L.
chicken.
Oh, you mean to
Oh,
get
yeah.
like extra?
Yeah.
No,
I was
there's
talking
like
to
this.
Daniel
Well, there's
the
a
other
lot of
day,
Chipotle
and
methods, but
The
one
filming
he was like,
method.
one I
bro,
can
the-
disclose. Yeah,
he
the filming
put into
method where
perspective for me
you
the
film,
ice spice chia pet
and then
how rare it
if you
is to
film,
like,
the employees will
do it as
be
a real
inclined to give
collab
you
with
more,
her and,
whatever
like,
you want because you're
our
filming.
logo's really on the
It's
box.
just like a
You can go.
You can come through, man.
It's like I saw some stand-up clip about some dude
Like,
talking about finessing Chipotle for extra
Shall we?
food.
No, you
But it's
Like
like, do you ever
our
eat the
logo is
extra
really on the
food?
box. Like it was
Yeah,
in
yeah.
fucking
You
like
do?
Target and like Urban Outfitters.
Something
and
about
stuff.
filming people.
And
Dude, we just started like we've done it a little
just,
bit like
like,
gone
kinda
out on
put
the
in
street and
perspective
filmed,
for
and we
me
just
of,
did a
like,
video
how-
in Wicker Park
and
where
like for us when we were
he's
working
like
on
handing
it,
out
it was just
stuff
like
to
this is a
people,
fun
and we're
idea,
just like
we're
going
gonna
up to
ride the
random
idea till the
people,
wheels fall
and
off,
I'm
so,
just
like,
like
whatever
it's
comes with
so
it.
awkward getting
It's
into
cool. We didn't even, like,
the
make that
mood
much
to
money
just
on
be
it, but-
like
Oh, I said
like
this in the last-
incognito filming people, and I just learned that like if
The
you just
important
look
part of
them
that for me
directly in
was,
the
like,
eye and smile, they basically like
the
don't even
behind the
notice you're
scenes,
filming.
because
And I was
you
just
got,
doing
like,
that, bro. I'm
royalty
like,
off
hey,
that
like
for
how are
designing.
you? Like Just like
And
holding
that's,
it at my
unheard
chest
of in
though,
a
and like
situation like
wondering
that
about
for
them.
designers
It's a good point.
to get like a royalty
It's a
on
lot
the back
about,
end
like,
for something like that.
confidence.
And
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
hope that
You know,
You
a
can't
lot
that
make
one's
it feel
important to me
weird.
because I hope
It's true.
Like if
that
they
it
feel
kind of
weird.
builds
Like,
like
what were
maybe
you
a
saying
new
the other day?
framework
Like,
for at least
Oh,
one
I was
other
like, yeah,
designer
if
to
you
be
when
able
you're
to
like
go
going
get
up
a
to
deal,
random people, like
that.
no one's ever gonna go
That
above your energy level. Like they're either gonna match you or
Shit
go
was hard,
below.
bro.
So if, as long as you're like confident and
So
coming at them like
um,
somewhat positively, like
talking about like
I guess it'll go better that way for sure.
Summer
That
Smash.
video did good for us actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Has
it-
that
yeah,
been
bro.
like crazy to see like how
So,
big that's gotten from like
Ice Spice
the groundwork
or Lotto?
that you did in like
Yeah,
2018?
yeah.
That's Spice, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Spice.
Yeah, that was it's
Or
dope
what they
to
be
see.
saying,
It's like
they be saying,
I guess
Bro, okay, it's
well, I,
weird
like,
that
was a
every New York
co-founder of
drill
Summer
rapper
Smash,
adopted
and we started that shit.
like,
But, like
it out.
I had nothing to
You
do
know
with
what
the
I mean?
idea.
Like, that's never
What
happened with
what
any
happened
other
was,
artist, like-
Cole and I linked up,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
true.
we
You know
did some
what I'm
stuff
saying?
together,
Yeah.
like
Like,
some
401
smaller
be
shows,
saying
and
that
then
shit,
he was
like,
like, "I have this idea. I want to bring like a rap festival."
I barely
to
know what you're
Chicago.
saying right now.
And he had
You know
done
Ice
one
Spice, what she
indoors
do?
called the Summer Bash
Oh, okay.
at like
Like
Padre
do a
Theater.
stack.
Oh,
Like-
And it was like Ugly
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
and like
But now, like, the new,
It's like Ugly
dude,
God,
like, New
Famous
York drill
Dex,
rappers are doing it and shit, and it's
Chapo,
like, I should cut that
Ski
shit out.
Ski Master Slump God and like Nighthawks. I think.
So, who's
and
your
Lucky.
favorite New York drill artist
like-
right now?
That's crazy.
Dude, crazy,
That's
like
crazy.
crazy.
Max the
lineup,
Demon,
right?
bro.
But like Ugly God was the headliner and
Fact.
shit.
Thotto, bro.
It was crazy.
Who?
And
Okay.
Nah, I don't even know.
so we did that.
I just
not
remember
New York.
Max the
And then
Demon from when I was in
next
high
year
school.
was we're like, all right, we're gonna bring this outside.
Is
and
New York? I don't
I don't
know.
know New York drill like
Yeah,
that
I don't
right
really
now.
listen.
Okay, so
Honestly, I feel like it's like kind of
It's
like in
crazy
a
lore, bro.
downturn.
Yeah,
almost,
for
very
sure.
much.
But I fuck
Avondale
before one
Music
side
Hall
the
has
the
an
girl
apartment.
one.
Yeah, they're all fire.
and
Yeah,
they use it
but,
for like the green room
who's
now.
the
But
shorty, the
Jack.
back in
Yeah,
2018, like they had just
Yeah.
reopened that place. Like someone new
Yeah.
had bought it, and they renovated the
Um,
apartment.
yeah,
and so
DD
like
Osama,
I was
he
living
kinda
in that
had a
apartment.
little
oh
thing,
DD
too.
Osama.
And
I haven't heard a
K
lot.
Flock,
I was-
well, he got arrested.
Yeah, I was
He-
coming
he
down
would've
like
been- he would have been going
every.
crazy.
Or well,
And
first I
obviously,
was
Pop
sleeping
Smoke.
on my
Yeah,
boy
who's the other
Berto's
dude, like
couch.
Ron Suno?
I was coming down
Oh yeah, he's
like
like the Instagram
once
comedian
every other
too.
week.
Oh, is he?
Like I was 1 week.
Yeah,
in Michigan,
I don't know.
one
Is that how he
week
started?
here?
I think.
And we were like kind of plotting it.
And like,
And
yeah,
then when I
Lil
moved here, I was
Mobbin,
like
too.
living in that apartment in
That
Avondale,
doesn't count, dude.
and that's where we
Yeah,
built
he's
the whole
probably.
Summer Smash. Is in that
Funny
apartment.
story we used to do.
And there was like it was renovated, but there was like no furniture, bro. It was a card table and like a bunch of like folding chairs, and there'd be like 8 of us, just like 16-hour days, bro. I shit you not, like 16-hour days, because we started planning it in March of that year, and the festival was in, I can't remember if it was in June or August that year, but like an insanely small amount of time to plan like a fucking festival.
One day,
And
right?
it was one day,
Yeah.
10,000 people at Douglas Park. And then we did it somehow. And the crazy shit is with festivals, like people, like you just want to start a festival, you're signing up to like lose money,
Mhm.
a lot of money, like the first 5 years at least. And that year, the first year we did it, we actually like made money. And that's because usually when you start a festival, there's not a brand like Lyrical Lemonade behind it, right?
Right.
So we got blessed in that regard. And so then the next year we were like, all right, we're taking it 3 days. And I think Juice was the headliner, and then Kodak
It's
and
2019.
2018, 28, or
19,
2019,
right?
2019. Yeah, 2019. Juice, Kodak, and fuck.
Dex, maybe.
No, it was like a bigger artist than
Like-
Dex, but like,
Trippy.
no, Trippy was the headliner on the 2018, the first one. Trippy was the headliner. Trippy and Joey Badass.
Deco.
Maybe, yeah, something like that. But that was when it was 3 days, and then we expanded to I think it was 15,000 people a day, and then
Wow.
that year it was like, all right, damn, this is some shit we just did. And then COVID happened, and then that's when I left Lyrical. I got bought out of the festival. But now it's like, dude, people don't understand. Like they have, like to this day, no backing from like Live Nation or anything like
Yeah,
that.
Like that shit.
You know,
is sad.
and they're doing that shit at SeatGeek, like, and I don't even know how many people it is a day now, like 60,000 people a day. And bro, just like testaments, like you can literally fucking do anything. Like you can do anything. Literally started. I gave that whole backstory to tell people like it's how small it started. You know, like
You guys were how old at the time? Like 20, 21, 22?
I was like that age. Berto was like a little older, and then Cole was like 20 or some shit. He was younger, and that was it. Us three and like 4 other guys, and we had brought in a couple of people that had done other festivals to like help us figure like shit out with like the city and shit like that. But yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, just literally knew nothing about anything. It's like, yeah.
That's insane. Like, I feel like nowadays, like, so many people are inspired by like that, like what you just described, and like there's so many kids nowadays like throwing shows. I guess you kind of already said it, but maybe like what would be your advice to them, like, you know, kids throwing shows, rap shows, whatever, festivals, anything?
You talking about the more hating shit?
Whatever you want to say. Yeah.
Nah,
Same advice, bro.
I mean, you could.
I mean, that is fucking advice, bro. We gotta hate more. Nah, critique more is what I mean. But for throwing shows, I think like learn maybe the way it works a little bit, because I think people shut themselves down because they're like, I don't got like 50, 60, 100 grand to book this artist. But you only really need 10% of it to get them to be able to start marketing it.
Yeah.
So like, learn how you can use your money, and also get in a good relationship with a venue is the other thing. Because like, that's like, especially if you're doing shows with smaller artists, and like you guys, like you're trying like up and coming artists who like you can get for not a crazy booking price, but then you might pay $10K for the venue or whatever, right?
Right.
So like, get in a good relationship with a venue, because if you have a spot, like that opens up a lot of doors for you, even with the agents too and shit. Like, if they know that you're the person that runs this venue, they'll call you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably the biggest advice, is just get relationship with a venue, and just don't shut yourself down too early, because it's ways to like finesse it.
Definitely.
Type thing.
What would you say? Fuck, I'm trying to think about what I did ask. Favorite show of all time?
A
TV
concert?
show.
Oh, a TV show?
Or, you know what? I'm gonna ask that after. What was your favorite concert that you've been to? Both of you.
For me, it was like, I went Pitchfork. Was like, it wasn't even a concert. I'll say yeah. My favorite like performance, blah blah blah, was Pitchfork, just because the lineup was so fun. I think it was like 2020 or 2021, and it was like Thundercat, Erykah Badu, Caroline Polachek, maybe JPEG, and Flying Lotus. It's just like a super random.
It's crazy lineup.
But it was like right before all of them. Obviously, Erykah Badu's like goes unsaid, but like Caroline Polachek. Oh yeah, and Mariah the Scientist.
Oh shit.
So like the lineup was crazy, and it was one day, and it was outside, and it was like kind of the first festival. My only festival experience before that was going to Rolling Loud twice, which is just this like
whole different
it's
thing.
just
Yeah.
so much, bro. Just like stinky people, and even I was one of them for sure. But like, and just like everyone's moshing, and I got my phone stolen. It was all this, and it was just like such a different vibe. It was like 2 small stages, and then they had this indoor section with like all vintage clothes. So that was like one of my favorite concert experiences.
That was a Pitchfork year?
That was Pitchfork 2021.
Yeah. I'll say there's 2. One, Kanye headline Lollapalooza, like,
Well, that's great.
and I was like 14, bro. I had to like beg my mom to like let me go. I lived in Michigan, and there was just this girl that went to high school with me that was older than me, and she was going, so like my mom let me go.
That's just crazy.
Bruh, that shit was so crazy. We literally got in there on the day he was performing at noon, did not leave. We made sure we were at the front of that stage, did not leave, didn't go to the bathroom, get food, water, nothing. Just sat there. So we made sure we had those spots. And it was worth it, bro. Like,
Oh my god.
crazy. So that one. And then we did Juice's first headline in Chicago at Patio in 2017 or 18, and that show was like crazy, magical show.
Because that was right after he dropped All Girls Are the Same? Or no, Lucid Dreams, right?
I think All Girls Are the Same was like picking up traction, but Lucid Dreams had dropped like 2 days before. Like All Girls Are the Same was going crazy, but like not like Juice crazy. It was going like, it was like the equivalent to like I don't know, like Problem Solver or something like that level of notoriety.
Right.
But then Lucid Dreams dropped like 2 days before the show, and it got like a mil in like the first like 8 hours type shit. Like it was out of here. And bro, we booked him on that show for 10K for that show. And
He's 19 or something at the time.
yeah, like maybe younger than that. Yeah, I mean 19. Yeah, I don't know how old he was, but he was young. It was like, and yeah, like the whole city came out, and like he killed that shit. He killed that shit. Yeah, and the rest was history with him. You know.
Yeah.
Comethazine was the opener.
What?
Yeah.
You hear Comethazine's new shit?
Nah, but I saw some dude who was like cosplaying Comethazine. Or is that part of it?
I don't know.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was gonna say he's like kind of switching up his style. Have you
Oh
seen
yeah,
it?
he's like a
Alternative?
jazz
He's a
funk
jazz
artist,
funk artist.
guitarist.
That's
Like,
hard.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
He's like, where's he at, in Paris or like Germany or something? He's like
Yeah.
completely rebranded,
I fuck with
dressing like Jimi
Comethazine. though.
Hendrix and
Right.
like playing guitar.
That's tough.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I gotta look into. I fuck with
I be like working out to come at the scene. It's
Yeah.
such a crazy shift.
Nah, he was hard. I thought he was gonna be out of here.
Yeah.
He was gonna be out of here, like on some like new gen like DMX. Type
Yeah,
shit.
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, talk more about. I mean, if you have any, no worries. If not,
Yeah.
anything about like Juice or any.
Shit, man, it's just like sad to see him go, bro.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot. Like, I don't want to put. My favorite memory of Juice is the Bad Boy video shoot, him and Thug, and I got to introduce Kylan, my daughter, to Juice, and that was cool. He was like cool about it. But overall, just like, and we weren't like super tight. Like when my boy Jake and Juice were like best friends, him and Cole were best friends. We were kind of like cool from a distance, really. And but he's just a cool ass dude, and he just always making music, like always making music, bro, all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Bad Boy shoot was dope because Kylan, she was like 2. I don't remember how old she was, maybe a little older, 3. And like All Girls Are the Same was her shit at that time.
Wow.
So it was like a dope thing. It was hard, bro.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So everyone talks about this, like, it's obviously like everyone's like, oh, the 2016 SoundCloud era is reviving. People said that in 2021. People are saying that now. People are saying New Chicago this, New Chicago that. And obviously we know we can't recreate something. You can't recreate an era, but you can, go go as crazy as that and do it in a different way type of thing. How do you guys feel about that conversation?
The 2016 SoundCloud
No, yeah, I
is
feel like
back?
we've been saying that almost like about everything, like
Yeah.
2016, 2017 fashion and music.
We're talking about in the car a little.
Yeah, because like clothing brands are just, I feel like now everyone is into everything almost nowadays, and everyone kind of thinks they have like their own style, and they do, and they're all just like picking from these little like sub niches from the past. And I feel like 2016, 2017, maybe like people kind of go back to that just because it just felt like such a new time, like new music, SoundCloud, kind of like goofy clothes, like, and we were still like with clothes, like people were still trying to figure out like almost like what was cool and whatnot, like mixing and matching different colors and like weird garments. And I feel like now we've almost like figured out what works from those eras, and it's like in terms of like shape of like pants, hoodies, tees, and like sounds from music, and I feel like now we're just like almost like perfecting it. So I feel like, I don't know if it's like a resurgence of that, but it more just feels like it's similar in the same way that like everything's a little wide open right now. and people's like taste is just better in general.
Yeah, I agree. I think I was watching like some Salon interview, and he was saying that like the UK scene right now is like on some 2016 SoundCloud shit, which I agree with. Like,
That I could agree with.
yeah, like they're having their own version of that
Yeah.
right now. But as far as like the rest of the world, I think yes and no. I think what he said, like everything's so wide open, but what I don't think is the same is like the individuality. I think there needs to be more like people doing their own thing. Like 13, I think he's doing cool shit. But everything's just so immersed into each other now that it's harder for like people to be on some like unique shit and have it cut through.
Mm-hmm.
So like 2016 SoundCloud, bro, was like all those artists were broke still. So like their looks and shit were just them being creative with like what they had,
Yeah.
you know, before they got on, and that was like part of it. Now I feel like that just the way that like labels get a hold of things early, or like, you know, like it's just not,
shit ruins everything.
it's not possible to recreate it like you said. So but everything doesn't got to be compared like that either. It's like when people are like like fucking compare eras of rap or like basketball or some shit. It's like it's just different, you know.
Yeah, and it's also like, it's crazy to think that like people, executives sitting in an office can like decide whether an artist has the right potential or not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, what about the people who are actually like involved in the scene?
Yeah.
Or putting in the groundwork, and like who are going to these artist shows and like doing this and doing that.
Well, the sickest artists never blow up, you know. Like I feel like the ones that everyone's sourcing material from, they're not the ones to blow up.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's someone who takes it and like does the best version of it, the most commercially viable version of it. Like El Costo,
Yeah.
you know him?
No.
He's this rapper, and I feel like hella people be like sourcing shit from him, and like, but he's never gonna blow, or like not to put that out there into the universe for him, but like,
Bro, he's never gonna blow
yeah,
up.
yeah, no, I hope he does, but like,
But like to the level of like a super pop star.
yeah,
It's just,
exactly.
Like,
Like
it's
you
an
can,
unreachable
you can just see it.
audience.
It's not gonna get there, but like he's the source for like so much of this shit.
I feel like another person's like Dean Blunt.
Dean Blunt.
Has this insane lore. He's got like 10 different music accounts that he be posting on. He like sends like his boy to go grab the award from him. I don't know if you ever saw that video. He like sent his like bodyguard to like get an award, and no one had seen what he looked like. And he's got all this lore, and obviously like the music's absolutely crazy. But like because he's like so, I guess like he's not like aura farming, but he's so like in the backseat almost, and like trying to stay hidden, and the music's so like experimental in a lot of ways. Like it just can't like reach the masses like that. And I already know so many people be like naming their songs similar to him, like doing like the .mp3 or like something freestyle, and it's literally like not a freestyle at all. It's just like not even a rap.
who else is the dude? The producer, Knowledge.
Knowledge.
Yeah, I feel like he's kind of like another dude.
Yeah, he's another one of those. Like, yeah, he'll never. I mean, like, yeah, no, he'll blow up, but I mean, he's already blown up.
Yeah, but like not.
But like, he had to almost find like his own in, because he's got that thing with Anderson .Paak, right? He's got no worries. So that's like another example. He had to like find a way to present like his art with someone who's already like kind of front facing like that.
And then once in a while, there's people that break through that like I feel like are the tastemakers, but they just somehow manage to break through, and then they never like it. Like Tame Impala, or like fucking like Basquiat. Like sometimes there's just the art's so good, like it has no choice but to break through, but then they're never happy, it seems.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, those people never end up. Yeah, that's an interesting point.
So it's like this weird paradox in music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm realizing too is like a lot of our shit is based in like our taste level comes from music with the brand. Or it seems like that because we just end up talking about music.
Oh,
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
you think like in the future there's gonna be like an influx of just like people making songs on BandLab, like I feel like there's just like more kids like that have access to shit now than they did before, so it's like I don't know if that's gonna be a problem or like a good thing. Too much saturation. I always have this conversation with like everyone. It's just like hard to figure out what the future is gonna be with
I feel like it's like two sides, because I feel like music and movies have like entertainment in general, media has like improved for sure. Just like the overall structure of everything, people are learning how to master. But then like on the other side, it's like you also have the absolute worst content, music, and like all these like Tubi Peacock shows where they just throw like a Jason Statham, like, you know, War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. It's just a movie where he's on FaceTime in a room, but it's like
You like that one, Noah?
you like so it's like there's gonna be crazy innovation and things are gonna sound better and be cooler, and then there's also gonna be the absolute like opposite side of that, just the worst, like most incestual content and music that's coming out. So I see both sides.
Same thing with what we were talking about with fashion or like brands earlier, is like some people's entry point is just what they see on TikTok, so that's what they're gonna pull from. And like, so same thing with movies or music, like some people's entry point is so surface layer that's just what ends up coming out, and like it hits sometimes because like there's an audience for it, but it's the same thing what we were saying about like the brands that'll last, like same thing with film or music. So to answer your question, I think it's just gonna be more like what it is right now is just gonna expand on both sides, like Rafa said, like, and then people, you know, 10, 20 years down the line, you see like what made it through, you know?
Yeah. No, that's gonna be like, because you even see that, you can kind of see like with the SoundCloud era what made it through and what didn't.
We were like,
Free
Bro,
balling.
shout out to Noah
Yeah,
right now.
bro,
He's been
that was sick.
directing people.
dude, that was fucking, you're killing.
Yeah.
Well, up till this point, we like, especially this year, we were like really just like hammering the point home of like, okay, we're here as a brand, and like it was all through really like a lot of old product and shit. So now that we're gonna have like, dude, that shit's wet.
Shit looks a little wet.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, I was it's looking out for you.
This is the side, yeah, continue.
But now that we'll have like all this, like we're put like a lot of money into new product, and so I'm just excited to like for people to receive that, and like if this how far we can come with just like pushing, like creating energy around our old product, then like this next shit is about to be like tenfold. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say your younger selves, what would they think about where you guys are at right now?
Man, my younger self would be super hyped, bro. I don't even think up until I actually started working on shit like this and being able to like pay my rent off it, I never thought that I'd be able to like make money off graphics. It just seems like such like, especially graphics that aren't like email lawnmower ads or like just some like normal corporate stuff. I never thought I would be able to like work on graphics within like the culture that I like music and clothing. So it'd be hyped. And also I'd never had like a clear vision on what I wanted to do when I was younger. So just like the very fact that I was able to find something like that I love so much, I think my little raffle would be pretty hyped. Yeah.
Like I asked you a question.
Yeah.
Why do you always say the email lawnmower ads?
Bro,
like that's
okay,
always
yeah,
like
I don't know why I always use that, because I think it was I didn't do design school or anything, but I took like 2 design classes in college, and like my one teacher who I thought was super cool he was super cool, had great taste, cool style. He looked like a skater dude, and he basically was kind of just talking about he became a teacher because he the work that he was doing was just so terrible, and the example he gave was like a lawnmower at, and that's what he was working on.
Nice.
So I always just like refer to that as like
It's
the thing
super
I do
accurate.
not want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super accurate.
Man, look at Noah right now.
Dude, he's killing.
You gotta take a video of him doing
Yeah.
that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
Especially with the
Oh shit. Yeah.
no, I don't.
Not too
She just said we're not on the video, right?
Yeah, I think my younger self would be like, damn, you took a really roundabout way to get there, but I don't fuck with that. I think
Yeah.
my younger self would be like, you exactly where you need to be. Like, bro, like, yeah.
Yeah. No, definitely. I feel like a lot of kids now, like, it's kind of split. I see people, like, think that they only have to, like, go the traditional route to sustain, like, or to achieve financial freedom. But, like, you know, I guess people that realize they can just do what they want to do can make something out of themselves. But not to say, like, I feel like people get it confused with, like, working a normal job. Like, I can't be stuck in the 9-to-5 rat race. Thanks to, like, Andrew Tate and all the gurus, everyone thinks working at 9-to-5 is a bad thing. But, like,
Yeah. Well, it's also like funny because people don't realize like when you're not working a 9-to-5, you're working more.
Way more.
Way more.
You're working at
24/7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I go to his house 9 to 5, like,
Yeah.
or we work 9 to 5 pretty much anyways. So it's just like a funny mindset, and especially if you want to do anything cool or great, you're gonna have to work.
Well, people like
12-hour days minimum.
people grow out of that shit. I feel like
True.
with the like, but some people, I feel like really aren't built for 9-to-5 in some cases, but the stigma around it, yeah, like I don't agree with that. I think especially in this economy, dude, like fucking
Yeah, you're lucky to be working.
do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know?
It's crazy, actually. Like,
Yeah.
just what was I gonna say? Yeah, it's crazy. Like just the AI, how AI has created all these job shortages. So it's almost like, damn, you gotta fuck around and actually follow your dreams, because
Yeah, because what else is there?
I mean, there's not like
Yeah.
a normal job that you could work nowadays.
Yeah,
I mean,
for a lot of people,
is,
yeah.
but-
It's like you can fail at something that's not your dream, so like you might as well go
Yeah.
chase your
That's
dream.
a great.
bro.
Dude.
I learned that was a Jim Carrey quote. He's like, my dad always wanted to be a comedian, and he ended up having to like become an accountant basically, and then a massive recession came and he got fired off his job. So it's like, so you can like fail at doing something you don't even want to do. So it's like you might as well try to do what you want to do.
Shout out Jim Carrey.
Yeah,
bro.
shout out
Jim Carrey's
big
lit.
inspiration for me for
Yeah.
sure. He's sick.
He's actually like an incredible painter too.
Yeah.
Damn, what?
Yeah.
And he's
incredible.
like philosopher. To be honest, too. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like you guys could speak for yourselves. I feel like in school I never really was introduced a little bit like that there's another route. Like it's just like do this. There's no like other path. It's like you could do what you want to do. Like you have to do this or you have to do that.
He said it wasn't like that.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. Was it like that for you guys in school?
Like you talking like the high school college job pipeline.
Mm-hmm.
For school, yeah, I was like super lucky because my brother does music production, and he kind of went a super non-traditional route and like went to college and then ended up hating it and then going to music school, and now he's like a full-time like producer and mixer. So I like was super blessed to have that framework already. So I wouldn't say like it's like in line with me too much, but I also never saw myself like working a normal 9-to-5 growing up too. So, and my parents also work for themselves, kind of. So
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I knew real early what I wanted to do, but I just didn't necessarily know what it would look like.
Yeah.
Like I knew I wanted to like be in music and fashion or be in like entertainment and like be my own boss. But then, like I said, it was like a lot of roundabout way to get there. And like, bro, I feel like for you, like, it's even more muddy of a picture to like start a media company. I feel like now in 2020, like, people know about the profession of like being a designer, but like to start a media company, I feel like that's like the path is even less clear than
There's
as an
like
artist.
there's like blueprint. You could like use blueprints though.
Yeah,
There are people that have done it before,
yeah.
but yeah, I see what you're saying. It's
Or like
definitely-
maybe before, like now, yeah, I guess there's all this new media to look at, but like before that, it was like what, like CBS or some shit, like, you know, MTV, or like, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
fucking. So that, I feel like that's like more difficult to see a pathway to.
No, but I mean, I see it. It's just like, it's about the long game, being consistent.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, with everything.
Alright.
How's
Hi.
it going, man?
Hello.
Day by day,
Yeah.
like
And I don't say that as a bad thing. I just mean like
Yeah.
honestly, like it's impressive that like, or like, yeah, like KTO or something. Like it's like
yeah,
that's an
it
idea
is.
that would never come to my head to like do.
That's like an intimidating thing to start. What was like your first like connection to kind of get, I guess, like how do you even get in like rooms with up and coming rappers, artists?
Well, like, that's a great question. I just like I tapped in with them through this. I mean, Instagram DMs, that's
Yeah.
like the answer, to be honest. But just present them with like cool ideas. I mean, everyone's done the traditional interview. Like, even with what we're doing like not a traditional interview. I feel like that's what we, Noah and I and the team, like we stamp ourselves on like just being like unconventional. Like, we record songs in like Arby's. Like, I don't think other people would post
Yeah.
about that. I mean, shit like that, I would say, but it's definitely, it's been a good, interesting journey. Just thankful to be here, would you say, like, for you, for a living product, it's like being unconventional is like part of the brand identity?
I think it's became that, but it started off as just like, I'm just an unconventional person, honestly. Like, and I would just like, maybe this is like, or no, that's exactly how it was. Like, I would like forget. I was like, oh, we gotta like make some content for this too, or like, not that unorganized, but like, my thoughts are really like sporadic in my ideas. So it's like I think every campaign we've done, and Rafa can keep me honest, but we've thought of the marketing like 3 days before. Like, it's never like
It's been pretty run and gun.
pretty run and gun, and like, but I like working like that sometimes. Not now, like as years go on, I want it to be more organized, just because I see like the potential of like what the production value can be, plan it out more. But like, I think it just started like that, and then it was like, man, like, I was looking at our grid one day, and I was like, this feels like something that's like fresh and like new, and like, I know for a fact, like, I talked to these other people that own brands, and they're like so against doing their content in this way, and so that's kind of how that started. And then just like after you get into a rhythm, and you got to get creative about how you're pushing your shit. And but like I said earlier, bro, I want to be the IKEA of this shit. Like,
Yeah, Kia.
fun, like accessible, fun, but we're still like innovating product and like well respected for like the design.
Yeah.
So like that's like the blueprint.
You guys gonna have Swedish meatballs too?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, you got those coming next.
We gotta build a chair at some point.
Yeah, we're working on, like, we have like one furniture piece in the vault that's like, I don't fucking know if like my dad's helping me with it, and like we've been working on it for like a year, and like in the middle of fucking making it, he's like, I'm gonna build a sauna. So
What?
now he's building a sauna instead of,
What?
yeah, and
That's
like,
crazy.
yeah, he's hard with that shit though. He builds shit. He's a builder.
You got that from him then? That
No, fuck no, dude. Like, I could not be further. Like, manual labor. is like my bottom 5 least favorite things ever. But like as I got older, I've grown into it a little bit, and I think I did get a lot of things from him though, like attention to detail, and like he always used to say like measure twice, cut once, and I'll be thinking about that a lot in design.
That's a good point, actually. Yeah.
So yeah, applies to a lot of shit.
Yeah. What are we at right now? Like 40?
A lot, yeah. We're yapping, but it's been good, I think.
Yeah. Fuck. You got anything you want to say before I ask the final question?
Measure twice, cut once.
Measure twice, cut once. How do you guys feel about the political and economic state of the world right now?
Terrible. But I got a positive outlook for sure. But at the moment, it's just seeming crazy, absolutely crazy. Every day.
I think Trump is probably the worst thing that happened to America in a long time.
Yeah.
And free Palestine.
So if Trump somehow spawned right next to those trash cans, what would you say to him?
I think I'll punch him in the face, probably.
Shit.
Actually,
Makeup wipe.
Makeup wipe.
Take the orange.
actually, no. Like, serious answer is like, I'll just be like, I think I'll just ask him like, bro, why are you doing this? Like, you know?
He's not giving you a rational answer.
Yeah, but I think like I could go. I think I'll sleep a little better knowing that like I asked.
You asked him that.
Why?
Oh, yes.
Oh, no, I was just
Oh,
saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
why, Trump?
Yeah, I'll be like,
Dude, the pose.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I don't know, man. The world's fucked. Like, or America is fucked right now, dude. And honestly, like, sometimes I just be like tuning out, and then like Rafa's gotta tell me some crazy shit that happened, and like, like, it's just like we're so desensitized to it too that like if you look back in history, bro, like nothing ever got done in history without like galvanization, and like how hard is it to galvanize people now that we're all so desensitized to everything?
Yeah.
You know, like how like bro, like even like the shit like in 2020 with like BLM and shit, like nobody's getting up and doing that now because the internet's fucked us up so much to where it's like we just see something fucked up every day. You know what I mean? So like now like the threshold to get people to gather together is like so
It's
much
just gonna
higher.
keep getting higher.
Keep getting higher. So we really need like, and then you pair that with like the just lack of leadership. We got this fucking idiot like just doing all this crazy, like, bro, it's like
To me, dude, it's also
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like sad to see the U.S. not be like a cultural powerhouse
Yeah.
anymore. And it's
Yeah.
like you can clearly see that's just like dwindling.
Yeah.
Like our influence on the world.
that's a good point too, because like
People are
America,
not taking it seriously at all.
yeah, like America, and that's like Americana is kind of like an underlying theme of our shit, right? Like America runs on movie, like,
Yeah.
and that's honestly like, it's not like super political or deep, but like it comes from like, yo, this shit's so fried here that like, fuck it, y'all can just rock with us because like it's so fried here, you know, like.
That's good. We need more people like spreading that message. You know?
Yeah.
That's like the hope. That's like the beacon of hope in the storm.
Yeah. What would you say to Trump?
I would probably want to like touch his hair, like you know how Jimmy Fallon like did that.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably like do like, this is the greatest. I'd probably try to impersonate
Mock
him.
him? Yeah, he would hate that.
No, yeah. I want to see his reaction to that. Noah does a pretty good Trump impression.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it, right? Yeah.
Come on, dude.
You're at the greatest gardens I've ever seen. Believe me, I know the best gardens in this.
That was good.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That was good.
Yeah, okay. Politics. So
Yeah, also, Yeah.
But go ahead.
Also, we're idiots and don't know.
Yeah, we don't know
much.
shit, bro. But I know,
All
right?
we do is stare at graphics at our computer
Yeah.
and watch YouTube. So
Like, honestly, the answer that I just gave was probably the most profound thing I've said about politics in like the last year. But it was all true. It was all true, and yeah, man, we need something to like. We need a reset, bro. Cultural
Something.
reset. Yeah.
We just need more people, like, I guess, speaking the actual truth and not, like, abiding to the rules of the politics.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Remember, have you seen the clip of, like, Drewski going on the news and he's like, essentially, politics.
Yeah.
That shit, that's
Like,
how I
why
feel
y'all
right
asking
now.
me that?
Yeah,
They're like
yeah.
asking him political questions.
Alright, so we're gonna have to wrap this up. Switch to the iPhone. So, what is your guys' message for the youth?
Alright, my message for the youth would be say yes to every opportunity. Nobody's watching you and nobody cares really about what you're doing, so stop worrying about, obviously it's super cliche, but I used to be way too in my head about that stuff, so stop worrying about what people think, especially if you're doing some creative stuff, because once you're actually somewhat making it, they actually love what you're going to do, and no one's looking at all your old terrible work. So I'd say yes to every opportunity you can. You're getting your reps in. That's what I did. It helped me. And I look back on so much stuff I've done, like design-wise, absolutely hated it, but it allowed me to, meet people and learn something usually. So I'd say that's my message.
Yeah, you gotta put yourself out there. I say mine in a more serious sense of what we were talking about earlier, but like y'all gotta start critiquing shit again, bro. Like everything isn't made for everybody, and y'all don't gotta act like it's for you. And you said what'd you say? You said something about
Start hating?
No, like you form taste out of like
You form taste out of hate.
yes, and that is not exactly how I would say it, but like we need tastemakers in the world and people who like stand on shit, and there's not gonna be any more of that if y'all just fucking love everything, but in a good way,
In a good way. Gotta keep it positive.
in a Chinese way.